Hello, welcome to picture 16. Same again, I've got two pictures in this one. There's a couple of pubs at the bottom of my road on Worksop Road they were. Yeah, but I suppose there's a little bit of history, but not a lot. I've got pictures showing how they originally were, but obviously I can't show them because they're library pictures. But anyway, first picture should be appearing on screen now. At this moment in time, as you look, there's no actual pub name on it. It was called the Stag when I took this is what I was known. But having looked at it, it was actually called the White Hart on Worksop Road. This is what it was called years and years and years ago when I suppose Brown Bailey's was there. If you look behind, you can see the Don Valley Stadium and I think one of the turnstiles just on the right where the gates are, and then obviously on the left you can see a bit of the dome, and you can just see part of the lights as well. It's quite weird looking at this. Because I mean, I've got an original picture. What I remember as a kid, I mean, this pub was virtually sandwiched in between Brown Bailey Steelworks. It's as if, you know, the pub was built for Brown Bailey Steelworks, which I believe it would have been, I suppose, 99.99999% of all went in. On the left hand side there was the usual, as in the other pictures I've shown looking over the canal, where you've got the black roof buildings, you know, that are at a point with the little walkways going on the side, with the windows in exactly the same. I mean, like I said, it covered most of Sheffield. You know, this was at the side of it. Then on the other side, obviously, you know, you had more of the buildings, and because this is kind of at the bottom of Chippingham Street, to your left, you know, going to your left on the opposite side of the road. So yeah, it was just sandwiched between. I remember at Christmas and Saturday lunchtimes and stuff like that. I mean, this place would be heaving. You'd walk past it, and all you could smell was that kind of warm smell of beer and smoke. And you know, you had like kind of, I suppose, the nice room, and then what they used to call the tap room, or the tap oil, as they used to call it, where, you know, obviously all the workers used to go. But I don't think it made much difference in then. I think the workers went whether they were in overalls or not. But I always remember it being busy. I'd always remember Christmas it being exceptionally busy. Always a good place to penny for the guy, or I suppose kind of collar people on the way out, gousing as you do. But it's really sad to see it as it is. I mean, looking at it, I'm just glancing at the photo now. I mean, there is a sign on the window which says flats for sale. Just check that. No, sorry, flats to let. So I gather that must have been just for upstairs. Whether that was on there before the actual shut because they took the name down, I don't know. But it is a shame. You know, I don't. You know, it breaks you out really when you see it. You know, you remember these places being thriving and busy, and I suppose these people out there that have got story upon story upon story. You know, of when they went to it. You know, how they still Christmas, holidays, trips out and stuff. But and now it's just left desolate, really, as it is. I always remember to the right of it, where one of the big buildings was, the doors were always open. Like a big shutter door was always open. From summer or winter, I think it was because of the heat, you know, with the steel. And I'd dare myself to walk down to the bottom of our road because it was directly across, and I'd kind of look in, and you could see the like little train tracks or little tram tracks, whatever, where it was, because you used to have the little engines, and obviously we used to carry the steel through, you know, to the other sides. And it used to frighten the life out of me, the sheer height of all the overhead cranes, you know, carrying the molten steel and stuff, and the constant noise, you know, the thum, 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 thum of the hammer, you know, constantly coming down, you know, and the smell as well, kind of grimy smell of, it was like a, I suppose putting steel into water, you know, cooling it down. It was a really dirty, grimy, oily smell. But I like this. It's another one, you know, I like. I put a couple of pubs in, obviously because, you know, most of the landmarks that are there these days are pubs. You know, whether they change name or not, you know, they're always, you know, kind of there until I suppose eventually they knock them down and turn them into a restaurant, or I suppose turn them into flats. So yeah, that was the White Hart, with Brown Bailey's behind it, or what used to be, and you know, now it's not. It's quite strange as well. Like I said, being as a kid and having all the steelworks and you know, the constant noise, and I used to love the little shunting engine that used to go across with the steel, and the constant noise, and you think of it as being one big industrial, and now you think, you look at the Don Valley Stadium, and yeah, as well as a lot of others, Michael Jackson played there, and did a concert, and that's just really, really weird, to think about it, being there as a kid, and and everything being industrial, and then later on in life, having such a big star player there. So quite strange. The next one, I'm going to put this picture in as well. So this picture should be coming up now. This is the Cocked Hat, which and another pub, I suppose, which served the steelworks, and all over there, which was always busy. I found a picture of this in the 60s as well, which was virtually the same as what it looks like. It had the board on the top saying excellent, pub food and that. As you can see, if you look on the right hand side of it, you can see the entrance, which gives you, I suppose, the signs wherever, gate for this, gate that, the Don Valley Stadium. Excuse me, and also in the foreground, right behind it, is the Attercliffe Library, which we will be getting to later on. I'll get down to that. I've got a few stories for that one, which yeah, another landmark for that. So yeah, just a couple of pubs. The White Hart and the Cocked Hat, just to say, that they're still there. How long they'll be there for, I don't know. I know the Cocked Hat was open last time I went down, but the White Hart, I think it was closed. I think it was all boarded up actually, so shame. But I suppose, like I said, there's a lot of people went in there and drunk in there, whereas now I gather it's only on these special events. So anyway, that was picture 16. Thank you.